Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Alex.
And I'm Sophie. Today we're talking about something that might seem small but can have a huge impact on your IELTS speaking score, using personal stories.
Exactly. You don't need to be a professional storyteller, but sharing real or even realistic personal experiences during your speaking test can make your answers more natural, engaging, and memorable.
Absolutely. One of the main things IELTS examiners listen for is how coherent and fluent your responses are. And personal stories help you do just that. They give you something solid to talk about, so you're not just giving vague or general answers.
Let's take an example. Suppose in part 1 the examiner asks, "Do you enjoy cooking?" Now you could just say, "Yes, I like cooking." It's fun, but that's a bit basic, right?
Totally. A better answer would be something like, "Yes, I really enjoy cooking, especially on weekends. I often try new pasta recipes with my sister. Last week, we made spinach ravioli from scratch. It took hours, but it turned out amazing." That's specific, personal, and memorable.
And the best part is, personal stories help you showcase a wider range of vocabulary and grammar. When you describe a real experience, you naturally use more verbs, adjectives, and time markers, all of which the examiner is looking for.
Exactly. It's also a great way to boost fluency because when you talk about your own life, the words come more easily. You're not inventing, you're recalling.
That's an important point. Many students ask, what if I don't have a story? Or what if nothing interesting ever happened to me? And we always say it doesn't have to be dramatic, just make it real or relatable.
Right. For example, if the question is, describe a time you were late for something, even if you weren't really late for anything major, you can say something like, "Last month, I was almost late for a job interview because my alarm didn't go off. I rushed through everything, skipped breakfast, and ran out the door. Luckily, I reached just in time, but it was so stressful."
That's a great one. It's simple, yet it gives the examiner a clear context, emotions, and a sequence of events, which all contribute to a strong score in fluency, coherence, grammar, and lexical resource.
Another benefit is that personal stories help create a connection with the examiner. It makes your responses feel more human, more like a real conversation than a rehearsed answer.
Yes, and here's a little secret. Examiners get bored of hearing the same mechanical answers all day. When you add a personal touch, it helps you stand out in a good way.
One tip we give our students is to prepare 6-8 mini stories in advance, like a funny childhood memory, a holiday you enjoyed, a challenge you faced, or a person who inspired you. These stories can often be adapted to different questions.
That's a great strategy. Just make sure you don't memorize them word for word. Instead, practice telling them naturally in your own voice using different expressions and vocabulary.
Exactly. And even if you have to make up a story on the spot during the test, that's totally okay, as long as it sounds personal and believable.
So, to sum up, if you want to sound confident, fluent, and interesting in the speaking test, use personal stories. They help you organize your thoughts, demonstrate real language use, and leave a lasting impression.
And most importantly, they make the test feel less like an interview and more like a friendly chat. That's the vibe you want.
Thanks for tuning in. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more speaking tips and tricks.
And let us know in the comments, what's one personal story you could use in your speaking test? We'd love to hear from you.
Until next time, keep practicing and keep sharing your stories.